Hey, Dr. Paul, I want to share with you another huge personal injury success story. That's with Dr. John. He's a client of mine. He's in Massachusetts, and he did his first attorney presentation that we teach. And he not only got 2 referrals immediately, he had that attorney ask him to be his expert witness for all of his personal injury cases. Now, that's what happens when you know documentation and you know how to do what's called an educational sales presentation. So let me just break that down a little bit. So Dr. John hired me to teach the chiropractic personal injury documentation and marketing. It's been so successful. So he learned what's called high sensitivity, high relevancy documentation. And then let me just share with you that does not include cervical sprain, strain, active range of motion, dermatomes, and reflexes. That's not personal injury. That's what we call very low sensitivity, basically bad documentation. So anyway, he learned really good documentation first. And then we taught him the principles of basically what's called educational sales. And what happens with that, and this is what has to happen to create referrals with attorneys, is you have to take their consciousness from what's called unconscious incompetence, where they don't even know that you can bring value to them, to conscious incompetence, where they not only know the value you bring, but that they'll be significantly hurt by not using you for the case, for the documentation in the case. That's the bottom line, what it takes. And of course, that's what we teach, and that's what he did. And so those were the results. So he learned the documentation, cleaned it all up, and he didn't know this attorney. This was the first time he'd met the attorney, did the presentation, but he went through the exact formula and the outline and the steps that we do. And he painted the whole picture for the attorney, how personal injury works, what creates lowball offers, what creates policy limit awards, the different categories of documentation that are more important and less important, primary versus secondary documentation categories. Attorney never heard anything like that before. He certainly never heard a chiropractor talk like that before. And so he knew that's what happened. So his whole awareness shifted from not even thinking he needs Dr. John to now sending him all his patients and asking him, his clients, and asking him to be the expert witness for all of his cases. That one presentation, he got 2 cases. Dr. John averages around $4,000 a case. That's $8,000 if he only did 2 a month. That one presentation was easily worth over $100,000. And it'll actually be worth more than that, especially when he's asked him to be the expert witness for all of his cases. That's how it's done. And that's how we put it together. So again, I'm just a big shout out to Dr. John. He's got 2 offices. Now he's looking to hire another associate doctor to open his 3rd office. So if you're interested in learning how that works, that one presentation increased his income easily $100,000 a year. I think it's actually going to be more than that, because that attorney is a little higher end of attorney. He deals with a lot more cases. And then he just goes to the next attorney and the next attorney, and next thing you know, he's doing $500,000, $1 million a year from doing 4, 5, 6, 7 presentations. That's exactly how it works. So if you're interested, again, I'm Dr. Paul. I've opened 77 offices in 20 states, speaker in 3 chiropractic colleges, authored 10 books. And that's what we teach. We teach the personal injury, high sensitivity, high relevancy documentation. So you know how it all comes together and works, how to do the narrative reports, how to do deposition trial testimony, and especially how to do the personal injury attorney presentations. And that's when you just get a tremendous amount of business. And by the way, what else happens? That attorney didn't ask him, say, you send me one, I'll send you one. That attorney didn't say, long as you can cut your bill. He didn't say anything like that. Matter of fact, Dr. John told me that when he wanted his contact information, he didn't have his card on him. He had to go out in the car. The attorney followed him to go out into the parking lot to get his business card, to get his number and his contact information. And so how many attorneys are doing that for you? So anyway, that's how it works. So it's very powerful. So if you're interested in learning the system, again, I'm Dr. Paul. You can check me out, chiropracticpersonalinjurymarketing.com. Give me a call, explain exactly how it all works. Typically, 92% of my clients increase their business over $100,000 within 90 days. That's what our Fast Track program does. If you're interested, give me a call.